in the lobby is her. And I'm like, like, it was so embarrassing. Like, my jaw literally dropped. And I know that she saw me on the other side of the glass, like, that girl, like, what's wrong with her? And I didn't even say anything to her. I definitely should have. Because, like, she was staying there. Like, there were 2 big ass tour buses
Yeah,
outside.
yeah.
And I just remember being like, oh my God,
You
like,
froze
Pink
up.
Panther is. Yeah, like, I literally froze because, like,
Woo! It's your boy Maiwan here at Lit Live with the uber talented singer, songwriter, all around producer, just every aspect of creating art, Jae Stephens. How are you?
hi, how are
I
you?
I'm doing great.
I'm doing great. Thanks for
You,
having me.
thank you for coming in.
I'm literally so excited to be
You
here.
know why I'm doing great?
Why?
Because I wrote in listening to the music. I had to give
Okay.
myself, I was like, let me
Thank you
jump
so
back in.
much for your
I said,
scream.
listen, I started with fuck it, I'll do it myself
Oh my
again.
God, you went back.
Yeah, I went back and I came all the way back around to wet.
Okay.
And mind you, I've been preparing for Jay all week.
Oh
So
my God.
I've been going
You
from,
probably know these songs better than I do.
I mean, some of them.
I
So
can't name any songs
I,
on Fuck It, I'll Do It Myself.
I was just going through all your EPs and singles. And this morning, I'm like, let me do that one more time to make sure, I'm ready
Thank
to
you.
go.
That's so nice of you.
Of course. I mean, thank you. I was vibing out. Thank
Okay.
you.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
No, I thoroughly enjoyed it. You're definitely cause I grew up off, I'm giving my age here, but I grew up off 90s R&B. There's nothing I love more.
That doesn't show your age at all because everybody says that now.
Okay, but I
Like,
really
no, you're the one of the real
I
ones.
really no, like I'm like genuine 100% Genuine is in my top 10 favorite albums. Like
Obsessed.
Jamie Foxx, Unpredictable. I go through that
Oh
all the
my God.
time.
No, I
So
just revisited that one a few
how
months ago because I
great.
was like, my mom used to bump this in the car like every day. And I was like going through it on Apple Music and I was like, I don't remember this song. It's because she used to skip the really nasty ones. And I was like,
Warm
wow,
Bed.
this
She
is
was
like,
skipping Warm Bed.
yes. And I was like, this is like a new album now that I'm of age. Like, what
She
is
was
this?
skipping With You.
Yeah, but like Warm Bed goes off. And I was
Goes
like, I
off.
remember I used to like hear
Oh
the
my God.
beginning of it and then it would cut. Like,
This might be my favorite interview moment ever. Can we just do a little Jamie Foxx Unpredictable segment? That is the most underrated R&B album. It,
oh, wait,
baby, I'm just making things. That is
Okay,
the most
vocal.
underrated R&B album to
I
me
agree.
ever.
I think Jamie Foxx. I mean, I think in general, like actor, everything. But
Everything.
like as a vocalist,
It was
I
just
think he does not get his flowers. I think
no.
Blame
Yeah.
It is like one of the best songs ever.
Oh my God, Blame It on
Like,
the Juice.
what are we
Got me
talking
feeling
about?
loose. He had, and I just love that album so much specifically. And we're gonna jump into my next part where I give you a gift real quick because
Answer season.
I should have brought that for you, but what I do
Thank
is I bring
you.
everybody an album from my
Okay.
CD collection.
Oh my God, really?
Yes, I
You're
brought
just
two.
giving it away?
Absolutely, I've been doing this for years. I had about 600 CDs when I started here, and my new
Okay.
card couldn't play them. So I was like,
Oh.
what the hell am I gonna do with these? And my girl one day was like, you should maybe just give them some of these artists.
Oh my God, that's so
I
nice.
gave Bea a
actually.
CD and she cried and I popped off. So I was like, you know what? I'm giving away all these
Oh my God,
motherfuckers.
that's so nice.
I was torn on what to give you, so I brought two. And up until I was like, I'm gonna start the interview, and what my gut tells me is what I'm gonna give her. So I'm gonna give you
Okay.
what my gut tells
Oh
you.
my gosh,
I
I'm so
hope this is right.
excited.
This is an album from my collection.
Ah!
I wanted to give you that, Brandy.
Oh my God, stop! Thank you so much. Oh my God, I love that. I Want to Be Down is one of the first songs that my mom like ever made me like learn the lyrics.
Really?
To. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
So like, this is so fitting.
That is for your.
I don't even think I've ever seen this like physical.
Your energy,
like,
honestly, even like your aura right now is very like not like. Look, you're matching the album
I
cover
am
almost.
kind of matching.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Of course,
This
that is
is
yours
such
to
a
keep.
nice gift. Like,
I could hear it in your music, especially like I was gonna say when I woke up this morning and I went back through Jay's catalog, I heard "Girls Don't Cheat," and I was like, oh, there's a new one. I was like, oh shit, I gotta get ready. So I ran that "Girls Don't Cheat," and it really felt like that '90s kind of like vengeful female
thank you
like
so
revenge
much,
track.
because that's what we were going for
You
when we
killed
wrote
it.
it.
You
Like,
killed it. Even the way it was engineered and produced and everything, it felt very Timberland, Aaliyah, and the
Thank
production.
you.
Yeah. So like, how do you like? What was the? It's clear you grew up off '90s R&B, but like, what was the inspiration behind "Girls Don't Cheat" and making it so in that pocket?
Well, the title "Girls," had for a while. It came out of like a conversation that I was having with some friends, real drunken late night ladies locker room talk, and it's like men will cheat on anything that moves, yada yada yada, with anything that moves. When a girl cheats, it's like it's cause we're fed up. We're yada yada, like we're allowed. It's fine when we do it. I was like, okay, this is an interesting. Like, I thought it was like really fascinating that these girls were talking about it, and I thought it was kind of funny, and I thought it would be like a really interesting point of view for a song. And I just remembered writing down "Girls Don't Cheat." I thought it was like a fun
In your
title.
note, and you're like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna build off this.
So, I think like a year later, I was in a session with like Carrie 22. I don't know if you know her, amazing artist. And this producer, Sensei Bueno, and he pulled up this beat, the beat,
Mm-hmm.
and it just immediately made me think of that era and like that kind of TLC
Absolutely.
girls being rude, girls
Yes,
in the baggy
yes.
clothes and being braggadocious, and they're the boys too, they're the dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
And while he was playing the beat, I was just like, so girls. I was like,
I love that.
this goes with what I think I want to say, because I had tried to write it before, like a song with that title or that concept, but it just wasn't quite happening. But once he started playing that, I was in there with like friends. I was there with Cherry and my friend Lita, who writes, guy Trey Campbell, and we just started talking our shit. And I was like, this is the perfect track to do a song like this over.
Absolutely.
Because it just felt throwbacky and like, I don't care. Like, for a dog, I'm a dog. Woof.
Yeah, yeah, 100%, 100%.
So yeah, like we kind of just got in that character on the day, and
shout out to the producer. What was his name again?
His name is Sensei Bueno.
Sensei Bueno. Shout out.
We love you, Bueno.
Hey,
He's
Bueno, you really got in that Timberland pocket. Even towards the end of it,
yes,
I was literally like, wait, did Timbo do this? Because it felt so in that pocket.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
And
you guys
we
captured
have
it.
Trey on the end doing the "This is for my girls" in the
Okay,
back,
that was Trey. That's what I'm talking about.
Trey.
Yeah,
yes,
Trey.
And he was
wow.
just freestyling, like he was just being silly, and I was like, no, you need to put that in there, and we're gonna pitch it down so that it sounds like really crazy. And I feel like that's everybody's favorite.
Yeah. It's so cool at the end because then it makes you want to run the record back.
Yeah.
I think I went through it 3 times in a row before I realized, like, oh, I've gone through it 3 times in a row. Because I'll play it on loop when it's something new,
Yeah.
And so I'm so excited because to me, the next evolution of music, I've been saying this for a little over a year now, is female production. And I really feel like I was talking to a bunch of different female artists about it, and somebody like a year or 2 in told me that in the early 90s and 80s, girls weren't pushed to use technology and stuff. And she was like, it just was like weird, it's more masculine. So she's like, now like girls are growing up with computers and iPads and, engineering and stuff. And so one of the reasons I was so excited to talk to you is since the tender age of 12, you have been singing, you have been writing, and you have been producing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, thank you. Singing is just something my mom likes to say that like I was singing before I could talk. I think I don't know if that's true. But like writing, definitely, I feel like writing and production kind of like that's me because I grew up singing and my mom is giving me like these old R&B songs and I'm like feeling really angsty. I'm a teenager. I'm like, I don't want to sing this old people music. Like I want to write my own stuff. So,
and now you love those songs, I bet.
And now I love them, like literally. But yeah, so that's how I started writing, and then production came because I was like learning to play guitar to go with my writing, but what I was hearing wasn't quite catching up with the skill level. So I was like, let me just like beg my parents for a MacBook, do banging shoe boxes and desk stuff and trying to make beats and yeah, and now I'm like gonna produce stuff. Like I've touched my upcoming project. It has 6 songs. I think I fully produced 1 of them, and I've co-produced of them out of the 6. So that's like a total of 4 out of 6.
That is fucking amazing. Wow. Wow.
So yeah, I think a lot of it now is just control freakism, where I'm just like, in sessions I do think I can show you better than I can tell you. It's like move.
Yeah.
Just like give me the stem so I can just do it really fast.
It's like when you're in the kitchen and you're watching someone marinate the chicken and you're like, let me do it because you're not putting
I'm
enough.
never gonna argue with anybody who wants to be in the kitchen because I don't know what goes on in there. Like I'm not trying to touch any of that.
Hey, but you cook up on tracks though.
Thank you. I
You
think
cook up.
that's where I belong.
And I feel like we're seeing the wave. Like it started the first time I saw it, where I was like, "Oh, it's starting." It was Wonder Girl doing that
Queen.
Drake record,
Yes.
and I was like, "Oh wow!" I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, this is the first time I felt like a female producer is put on the forefront, like Timberland used to be and Pharrell
Yeah.
would do and whatnot." And then Pink Panther is
Queen!
when Pink.
I
oh
love her
my
so much. She means
God.
everything to me. I literally saw her like last month in Nashville.
Oh, live?
It was no,
I haven't,
no,
oh, okay.
no,
Oh, you
not
saw her
even
in
live.
person.
I was in Nashville for like a
IRL.
completely unrelated reason. I didn't even know she would be there. But I rock up to my hotel and like I'm outside the hotel and like I can see through the window in the lobby is her. And I'm like, like it was so embarrassing. Like my jaw literally dropped. And I know that she saw me on the other side of the glass, like, that girl, like what's wrong with her? And I didn't even say anything to her. I definitely should have. Because like she was staying there. Like there were 2 big ass tour buses outside.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just remember being like, oh my God,
You
like
froze
Pink
up?
Panther is, yeah, like I literally froze because like I just think she's just
Yeah.
so innovative and cool
I
and
agree.
interesting. And
I
when
agree.
I discovered that she like made her own like beats and stuff and
Top to
her
bottom.
her lyrics are also like insane. It's like
Yeah.
so cutesy, like da 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 da
Yeah.
da, like, and then when you read the lyrics, you're like, oh, like this girl is sad.
100
Like, she's so
Dude, her record
she's so
Pain.
thoughtful.
I'm sitting there
Yes.
dancing to Pain, and then the more I break the lyrics down, I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Why
it's-
did you do that to
Are
her?
you okay?
Yeah.
You're like, what?
I love Pink, and so like I see that in you. You know, with yourself, you have that same ability. I call it like the Prince ability, where it's like I could leave you in this studio completely alone and come back, and an EP could be done. You wouldn't need another human being in here. Technically, you could record yourself. I'm sure you have experience engineering yourself, mixing yourself.
I mean,
It's incredible.
I've recorded myself 6 songs. So yeah, again, 4 out of the 6 I recorded.
You see, it's
myself.
fascinating. I think that's such an incredible skill set.
Thank
No, thank you, because the vibes are crazy. It really feels like too with Wet and Girls Don't Cheat. There's compared to your previous records, like it was What's Monday, right? If I'm
What's
correct.
Monday, yeah.
What's Monday? After that, you had another one that was. I feel like you're getting more comfortable and confident, is what I was gonna say.
Thank you. I'm
As it's
glad that
gone.
it's coming across that way because it's very much how I feel. I
Okay,
feel
good.
like I feel like I've definitely in the past had to be like pushed to release records or like advise like, hey, because you know I do a lot of songwriting as well for like other artists. So maybe in the past I've also released something that maybe written for someone else and it didn't come out. So like, oh, I'll just put it out, you know,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But now I'm at a stage where like everything that I put out is very much intentional and for me, and like I wrote this with a goal in mind and a
Yeah.
concept and a theme and like whatever.
You can hear it and feel it.
Thank you. I'm glad because like I feel it too. Like I'm trying to have fun.
Yeah,
with it, is the thing because I do find it can be very stressful doing all of this.
Absolutely.
But I feel like now that I've got like the intent behind it, it's very cohesive and intentional, a lot more fun.
It sounds fun. Honestly, you
It
hear
took me a
in
long
the
time to
music.
get there because like I think I'm a fun person.
Absolutely.
Like,
I've only
I
spent
think-
like 30 minutes
I
with
think-
you. Absolutely.
I think out of
Absolute
my friends,
blast.
you know, I have so many amazing artist friends who are so talented and so cool, especially in the R&B space, you know, and they're the sultry, seductive, and yada yada. And like, I'm the bitch that can't shut up. So it's like, I'm trying to make music like them, and it was just never clicking. Like, I'm just not that person. I'm not that girl.
Yeah.
And now that I'm making the stuff that like I feel reigns so true to my personality, you know, Wet is like the lyrics are kind of ridiculous and they're silly and it's fun and it's a night out, and then Girls Don't Cheat is just a complete clickbait.
I know, I love it. It's not
you
that
know?
is a
and
real
like
take.
that's so me.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
as a person, like I'm just here to stir the pot.
Look, I feel like artists do their best when they're their pure version of themselves.
Yeah.
Like when I met Sexy Red, I remember, and I had only heard a couple of her records. I remember being like, "Oh my God, you're exactly who I'm listening to."
Yeah.
She was super fun, wild spirit. She was bouncing off the walls, and I'm like, "Oh, this is not a facade at all."
Yeah.
From the moment she walked in, and I can say the same about a lot of people, and it's like Glorilla the same way, and like Sugar Free. I don't know if you know this rapper named Sugar Free. He's a pimp from back in the day, and he makes great music.
Okay.
He came in here talking like a pimp. He was like, "Oh, where you from?" And I told him, he's like, "How are the woman out there?" And then he's like, "I want some chicken fried rice. We ain't got no chicken fried rice around here." And I love when people are
No, we don't.
authentically what I hear on record.
Yeah.
And so I felt that going through your music from like, fuck it, I'll do it myself, up until now. You were just getting like, fuck it, I'll do it myself. Even in the title, it's kind of
Oh
like
man, she was such a
literally
moody
like,
teenager.
fuck it, I'm gonna do this myself. I hate having to rely on
I
everybody.
mean, I had to. That was definitely one of those instances where I was being forced about me. So insecure and so unsure about what I wanted to sing about and what I wanted to write about. And I was just sitting in my room making songs all day that nobody was ever gonna hear. And my manager was kind of just like, put it out. Just do
Yeah,
something. Let's
yeah,
not wait on
yeah,
anybody else. Just do it. I was like, okay, I guess I'll just do it myself.
yeah.
Like,
Fuck it, I'll do it
and
myself.
that was
And
kind of
then
the result of that.
you can even just like look at the the album titles, even the album covers, or when you go through it like track by track, you're getting more comfortable with yourself, and you hear it
Yeah.
now. And Girls Don't Cheat is so fucking dope because it's not like like as a man, I like when I listen to a woman and I still feel empowered.
Okay.
Sometimes that doesn't happen.
You're an ally.
You know what I mean? So when I
Woo!
listen to that record, I'm like, she's not lying. I'm like, she's not lying one bit. So like, who am I to judge? No, I love it.
God.
But I had to say, I always talk about because me and my girl will go through that like, oh, girls don't cheat the same. She's absolutely right. She's like, guys will cheat recklessly, and a woman cheats, she's like emotionally detached, and it's like a different thing. And you say it like, girls don't cheat, we just want attention. Like, I agree with that. But I always tell my girl is the biggest difference to me when a guy gets cheated on and a girl gets cheated on is we will hide the shit out of it. Because we are so embarrassed. Like, if I get cheated on, I'm not telling nobody.
Yeah,
I'm not even
no.
telling my best friend. Are you kidding me? I'm going to be like,
Yeah,
nah, we just
no.
broke up, bro. We had differences.
I feel like I'm like a guy in that way. I feel like
Really?
if that were to happen, I don't know if it
Yeah,
has.
yeah.
But like it would go.
Really? You're that way too?
I would be
Okay,
like,
so maybe
outta
I'm wrong then.
here.
Yeah.
I would be out here. I feel like something is wrong with me because like I low key fantasize. I would go total gone girl. Like I would delete their number. I would take all my stuff out of the house in the middle of the night, and they would never hear from me again.
Yeah.
Never see me.
Yeah.
And now I've written this ridiculous song.
So you haven't been cheated on?
Not that I know of.
Oh, okay. So you see this record, the remix. After you get cheated on, you gotta do the remix. This is gonna happen. I want the other perspective.
It's gonna be like 20 BPM slower.
Listen, whoever you're dating right
like,
now, if you see this clip, I apologize. You got one mission. We need to get the remix.
You can get your revenge. You know.
So what can we expect from the new EP? Because there's been a lot of growth.
Sexy, flirty, dirty.
Okay, upbeat. Everything's gonna be
we're in
very
our mini
upbeat.
skirts.
Okay.
It's 2004, bitch. Get your flip phone out. We're on the floor, okay? There's no time for.
Okay.
We're like, I made a rule. I was like, I don't want a single song on this bitch slower than 100 BPM. You know, because I was just like, it was definitely written in a time where I was just feeling very free, very like going out with my friends every night, and it's very reminiscent of that era for me.
Yeah.
And I also just felt like it's very expressive of who I am as a person who just have fun, and I love upbeat music. I love that are catchy and that are sticky, you know, and girly. So like feminine, I think all of the songs are. And yeah, that's the vibe. I wanted it to be very fun.
I'm very excited. I mean, you're 2 for 2 on very fun,
put
upbeat
your mini skirt
records.
on when you listen
I will
to
put my
it.
mini skirt on. Trust me,
Yeah,
I will I will be ready. No, I'm gonna come with the TLC look because
Okay,
I could do the overalls with the one off and the you know what I mean. The mini skirt. I'm gonna go with the overalls look.
I mean, I guess if you don't want to fit.
I'm super excited. I'm like, listen, I'm super duper excited because the growth from project to project, you can hear it, you can see it, and just like I said, you're 2 for 2. Are these 2 part of the EP? Wet and
yes, they are.
Girls Don't Cheat? Hell yeah. Okay.
Thank
So
you
we
so
got
much.
another 4 on the way.
Oh my goodness, yes. I definitely wanted Girls Don't Cheat to follow Wet because I feel like such sides of the coin. Like I feel like Wet was like a lot of people expected from me. That was my total like I wanted my camp pop star moment. I wanted that to be everybody's first taste of the project because I feel like honestly these 2 songs are the stark end of the like Girls Don't Cheat. It's a bit more like R&B. It's a bit harder. It's me like really talking my shit. And then Wet is so up pop, it's pink, like sweaty. It's fun, you know. And everything else I feel like falls in the middle of that.
I love
that.
So
I kind of wanted those first flash because I'm messy. I don't know. And yeah, I'm excited. variation.
Do you feel more nervous or excited?
I don't know. I
'Cause
guess both.
Because like some people are more nervous as far as like what are people gonna think, and then some people are excited to be like, I just can't wait to be done with this.
I don't know. See, I'm both nervous and excited, but not for those reasons.
Okay,
I'm not nervous about what people are gonna think because like I feel like people will like it because I like
love
it.
that. Yeah,
But I am nervous just in the sense that like I don't know. You're always gonna be nervous to release
Mm.
something that you've spent a lot of time on.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, absolutely.
And then the excitement, definitely excited. That's but the
It's-
excitement is just like to see where it goes and to see it get legs, see how it resonates with people. Like there was definitely a lot of both in Girls Don't Cheat. Like
Mhm.
I was very nervous. I was like, oh my god, are people gonna think I'm like a terrible person? But then it was also like excitement because it's like I don't know. I've never released a song that could be kind of polarizing, could be kind
Yeah.
of controversial, and like
I
why
don't
not?
think I don't
Let's
think
get
it's
the people talking.
Listen, I
Like,
think you're right. I think you're absolutely right.
thank you.
I stand by your message,
Thank
Jay.
you so
I
much
100% stand by it. It's something like when I get into those arguments, I'm like, yeah, absolutely, men do cheat recklessly versus like women. So I 100% feel it.
Listen, I endorse the song's message to a degree. I will say that much.
I fully endorse it. This is my one, and I endorse that message.
I think you should sing it instead.
I'll
I
do a
think
cover.
you
I'll
should
do a
do a
YouTube cover. Maybe I'll be on the remix.
I will. Yes. Oh my God.
Let's go.
Please,
Let's go.
That would
You
be
know,
fun.
here at Lit Live, we're formerly Dash Radio.
Mhm.
We did Billie Eilish's first radio interview, Post Malone's first radio interview. We had one of Kehlani's first radio interviews. Jake, Jake, the
Yeah.
TikTok guy, I had one of his first interviews. And I always tell people, like, there's certain times when I know, like, okay, this in a year from now, I'm not going to be able to get a hold of this person. So let me do this right now. So thank you so much for coming in because
Thank you.
we 100%, but I'm a firm believer that just the next evolution of music is going to be like the female Timberland and Pharrell and these multiverse women who because really like we haven't had that feminine touch on production. Honestly, like for me at least when I saw it was Wonder Girl and stuff. So super excited to have
Thank
Jay.
you so much. You do not have to worry about not being able to reach me in a year.
Oh, we will see. We will see. Mark my words, everybody.
Prayerfully,
BET Awards
I will
2025.
be in that space. That is definitely the goal, and we are working towards that. And I see that for myself, and I'm excited for it. But I will remember being here.
Okay, we will see.
In this dungeon.
Jake does not text me back anymore. Kehlani blocked my number. All right, no,
Seriously?
she didn't block my number. The last text, the person said, "This is no longer Kehlani's number." She changed her area code, but I really think it was Kehlani,
That's
and she was
hilarious.
sick of me texting her. Cause we were cool back when, and she's a sweetheart. Kehlani's the ultimate sweetheart. I'm the annoying one. So anyway, year from now, we will see. Jay, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Honestly, it's a pleasure. We already have records in rotation, and now that we have you here, we're gonna be supporting.
Thank you. That means so much to me. I'm literally flattered, honored, excited to speak to anyone who wants to speak about this because it's taken me a long time to get here. I mean, like I said, you've seen the growth.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it, I'll do it myself. That girl did not think that anybody would care to listen. And I think there's still a part of me that imposter syndrome is like, why would anybody want to listen? Why, yada, yada, yada. And so, part of that growth that I think you're hearing, trying to take that in stride and have confidence in music and being appreciative of anybody who talk about it, listen to it. I'm happy to share that. And I appreciate you being my first.
No,
We did
of
our radio.
course.
What is it called? The radio.
The radio
hits?
drops.
Radio
the radio
drop.
drops.
Oh my God.
Yes.
This is Jae Stephens in the Lit Live. Like,
I love how your Britney Spears came out. You immediately go into Britney Spears mode when you do your drops.
She's like my mother. But
Okay, good to know for next time.
But yeah, I'm enjoying this.
No, you're
and
incredible.
I appreciate you bringing me in on it.
No, you're absolutely incredible. The pleasure was all ours here at Lit Live. We love talking to people, like I say before it's too late, and I'm glad we got it in now. I'm excited. BET Awards 2025.
Woo!
We will see if we can get in touch with Jae Stephens. Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
My cancer
Hey,
bestie.
Cancer Gang.
Oh my
Girls
God, I feel
Don't
like I need to
Cheat.
get you a CD.
Out now. Bring me a CD
Girls
next
Don't
time.
Cheat.
Girls Don't
Hashtag
Cheat.
Get
Out
it
now.
trending.
Is there a name
Remember.
of the EP? Did you already
Yes.
drop the name?
It's called Sell Out.
Sell Out coming soon. Is it a release date?
No.
Okay, Sell
Sorry.
Out coming soon, everybody. Girls Don't Cheat, Wet out now. Jae Stephens, thank you
Oh
so
man,
much.
thank
It's
you.
Lit Live, and we're out.
Bye.
Hey.